So my name is MIROSLAV BENKA. I'm the Managing Director of BAUR FOLIEN India Private Limited, which is the full subsidiary of our German Bavarian mother company, BAUR FOLIEN GmbH. And the reason why we are here, because we are starting our production site here in Pune, India. So our main focus is, or our expertise is, the manufacturing of the complete system of a double membrane gas holder. Means that we focus on the storage of the biogas, and we deliver not just the membrane, but for more than 3 decades the full design of the complete storage system, including all the accessories like the air system, measurement system, anchoring, substructure, and so on and so on. And everything needs to fit together like a puzzle. That means that we provide a system with a warranty that all these parts will cooperate in the right manner and achieve the highest performance possible. And BAUR FOLIEN is now the market leader on the worldwide market, so we got more than 10,000 references so far in 60 countries all around the world, including India. Yeah, I mean, that's a very good question, because I mean that we very ideally and perfectly fit into the demand of the Indian market. Why? Because we do a lot of things completely different, and the innovation, or what is still needs to be understood by the professionals locally, is that we are bringing our value proposition, which can be defined by our highly chemical resistant internal gas membrane. So we don't use the PVC internal membrane as the people are used to, but for more than 3 decades we were bringing this tailoring process to the perfection, focusing on internal membrane made of flexible polypropylene. That means that you can, what does it mean for the branch? It means for the branch that you can digest any kind of bio-waste, organic fraction of municipal solid waste, byproducts, dairy, whatever, and it will not harm your internal membrane, because PVC was used in Germany, but it was used for very easy gas, which was based on digestion of corn and a little bit of manure. So then PVC is a good choice, but in our case we are bringing to the local market this innovation that the internal membrane can bear any loads of H2S, and it can last against oils and long-chain hydrocarbons, which are normally taking out the softeners of the PVC, and then it becomes stiff and then it cracks the fibers. So even in Europe we are, because the wind is turning, and we are getting the points from the industry, which focuses more on the digestion of various wastes, so more industrial sewage waters. A lot of clients are turning to us because we are the only one in the market, for instance, who are able to bear 15,000 ppm H2S, which I had a couple of months ago. This type of project where the client had no other choice just to cooperate with us, because we were the only one who were able to provide the technical solution for that. So we are holding a lot of patents as well. So there could be more deep analysis on our value proposition, but this would be maybe the main headline that I can mention. And the first membranes were delivered by us in 2007 already, when the market was not existing at all. So we were coming with some pioneer projects already a long time ago. But as we noticed that there is a strong political will to support and create the scheme for 5,000 biogas plants on an industrial scale. So 5 years ago, we started right seriously to evaluate the local market. And 4 years ago, we established like an agency here, and we were like penetrating more and more the market. Nevertheless, if we want to be serious player here, which is our main priority these days, we made the decision last year to open this year our own production site and start the production here in India with no compromises. So we will use like a Swiss cutter, we will use welding machines from a Swedish manufacturer, and so on and so on. So we want to exactly offer the market the same technical standards, which will then lead to the main actual problem of the branch, like solve the problem of poor performance of the existing plants, but bridge the price gap and be present and very close to the market and represent everything from the mother company here on the same level. Yeah, the challenges are connected to the previous analysis that I shared now with you. That the biggest challenge was like the mindset, which is like typical for every new emerging market, that due to lack of experience, the people focus only on the budget, and they should do the opposite exercise. They should firstly set up the technical guidelines that will lead to the desired performance, so the return of investment doesn't get harmed. So you fulfill the business plan, and for that you need some technical standards that you need to fulfill. And from this benchmark, you can start the negotiation process about the cost. So you cannot turn it around just to achieve the lowest cost, which will then lead to some kind of failures, which are then not avoidable. So that maybe that was the biggest challenge in the beginning. But I'm quite confident and very positive now, even here at the exhibition, talking to the local key players and professionals, that they are now really getting sensitive. So they are now searching for a good intersection between technical quality, which will work, and of course the price feasibility, which is always an issue. But I mean, it needs to go hand by hand. So that was the biggest challenge. I mean, this is nothing specific for India. This is like the normal game plan. But I mean that you have to just stay consistent. This is what our mother company was always doing since 1991, as we were established, like with small steps, going certainly to a sustainable business and goal. So we are here now. We can now have the position. We are taking the position of the claiming of the market leader, but there is an explanation why we did so well, because it took like decades, you know, to establish a good brand mark and a name in the market, and it's not done by words, but it's done by your actions. So you need to always be close to the client and solve the potential problems and act honestly, and the client is not expecting like wonders from you, but they're expecting like, okay, please stick to your words, stick to your quality, stick to the technical standards, and keep some feasibility on that on the top. If you deliver this, then you're in the game and you can stay on the market for years. You will not like disappear after a couple of years like all these garage biogas companies that were emerging fastly in Europe, and now they're all gone. So BAUR FOLIEN got more than 10,000 references so far, and only in the German market, which is like, let's say, the holy grail of the biogas branch, we installed more than 4,500 gas holder units. So we had done any kind of sizes, any kind of shapes, pressures, various demands, and customized projects as well, and on the demand. So this is designing and the whole system, how it should work, experience is on a very major scale in our house. And what is important to say, that there is this continuity, because The company is a family-owned business which was established by two brothers, Peter and Josef Bauer, and they're still in the business. Their children are taking the high positions in the company, and these people are very realistic. So with this attitude, we were able, and they were able, always to attract like people who are very capable and keep them in the company. So there is almost no fluctuation in the company, and they're really very robust from inside, because even in the name company, you see it's a gathering of people. So what does the company make is not some kind of machines or whatever, but the people who work there. This was, I think, the key to success, that why we could do so much, and now we are even doing a lot of retrofitting of our competitors in Germany, like exchanging on a daily basis. That's our daily bread, like various existing bonds, because the market is very mature, and we got the expertise how to do it right if you combine existing components and you bring the new ones. So you have to do the full analysis on that, and you have to be like very experienced on that. The message is like start to think more in not just large scale in terms of numbers, but in large scale of the time period. That means you need like have a plan not for 5 years or 3 years, or even the return of investment of biogas plants. In Europe, if you got 5 years, it's a perfect project, or 6 years, or even more. So everybody calculates for a longer time period, and then you got the real meaning of the word of sustainability. It means that the sustainability is not like get rich fast and they then disappear, but you should focus on the future and do it like step by step and keep consistent. And you don't need to do all opportunities that will appear. You don't need to get all projects, but you should like keep the balance that you can say, okay, if I do it this way and my strategy is consistent, so I can keep my name and build constantly and have constant growth, like we did like for 30 or for 40 years or even more. So that would be my advice on the emerging CBG market here in India, that we have to like change from this low resolution thinking to this more strategic thinking, and that means that be more confident on your decisions and wait for the right time and be patient on that, you know, and do more analyze and due diligence. But I'm quite confident that this is already happening. So I think that the direction here in India in our branch is quite positive.
Miroslav Benka, great talking to you.
It was a pleasure.